Do it. Do it already. Yeah. I am doing it, mother. I'm doing it, father. Look at me. Look at me. I'm singing. I'm singing. No, I don't. I don't really sing. At least not in. I mean, I sing quite nicely, but I don't really sing. At least not in English. And for hell's sake, I do not feel nice. That's fine. You constantly do not feel nice, but you're still alive. So it means you're fine. You'll be fine. Okay. Unmute myself. So it means you're fine. You'll be fine. Okay. Unmute myself. Yeah, I can hear myself. I can hear myself just fine. So, what do I want to watch today? I don't really want to watch Soccer Against Happy. I know about the finals. I know the outcome of the finals. I know that Happy won. Sorry for spoilers. Yeah. I'm so sad about these spoilers. No, I'm not. Uh, and in general, I just don't want to watch Human Against an Undead. I mean, it can be quite interesting. Maybe I'll watch it in the end, but not right now. What I'm quite interested in is oh god, happy. 120 against life. Because 120 against life, 120 against Medusa, for hell's sake, whatever. Uh, can be quite entertaining. It's undead, not the best undead, against Night Elf, who is very, very good, but relatively unstable. So, in the end, I don't really know who should win in this series. 120 can be very creative, 120 can be very stable, 120 knows perfectly well how to play in this patch after Ghoul's nerf. I mean, does he? Yeah, he was a kind of good against Happy. Not the perfect, but he made quite a few mistakes, but mostly not tactical, but positioning mistakes. I mean, okay, one of his games were completely pathetic. Was completely pathetic, but okay. Let's just let's just watch the game. Ta-da! Oh God, why are you so loud? Please don't exist sound on YouTube. And I have to turn on my phone. I'm doing it right now because nothing, of course, really happens at this moment. Does it? No, it's just fine. It's Demon Hunter against Death Knight. 120 is playing quite a lot of Death Knight in the last games. He was playing Lich against Human. He was playing Crypt Lord against Human, and he also was playing Death Knight against Human, and against Happy he played Death Knight in every game of the series, I believe. And mm, I believe he is just comfortable with Death Knight more than with any other hero. So in the end, Death Knight is his preferred hero of choice. Yeah, preferred hero of choice, of course. So Demon Hunter on Springtime. Demon Hunter on Springtime can be quite amazing. He'll likely not run all the way. Yes. He'll just stop and kill the Snoll and maybe kill the Troll as well, and it'll give him almost his level 2. It will be very, very close to. Oh no, it should be. It should be either about 10 experience away or just level 2. Meanwhile, Death Knight is 1.5. He also scripting. Yeah, it's 1 experience away. Yeah. It's not 1 experience. I believe it should be about 10, maybe. Nah, it should be about 5. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Medusa Life decides to creep his own merc camp that quickly. So, does he expect Undead to go expansion? I mean, his own merc camp will help him against absolutely anything, but it's not the usual way Night Elves creep. Usually Night Elves want to move towards their expansion to counter Undead's expansion, possibly, because yes, you can set up your own expansion on Springtime. Ghouls will not be there in time if you try hard enough and do it early enough. But he goes for Mercamp. It gives him more secured expansion, but at the same time it gives him a later expansion. And then that is already there. Death Knight should just... Oh, that's an early TP. But for some reason, Ira decided to not be too aggressive. I mean, I know the reason, because it's the way he lost to a few players back then, to a few Night Elf players back then. Because Night Elf just uses TP, Night Elf just heals up back in fountains, and all your ghouls are damaged because you were hitting Death Knight, Demon Hunter with all these ghouls. And in the end, you just lose tempo. You lose quite a lot of tempo, and then Night Elf decides to set up his expansion. You do not have alive ghouls. You do not have enough alive ghouls. You've got half HP ghouls, so 6, 7, 8 of them. And in the end, you can't really interfere with Night Elf's expansion. And you want to stop Night Elf from expanding because you do not expand yourself. And playing 2 against 1 bases is not very nice right now for an undead, because Night Elf got enough lumber to start production earlier, and the former times when expansion was practically mandatory for Night Elf against an undead, when it was completely fine to play as Night Elf and against Night Elf as 1 base against 2 bases, they are gone. And both these tier 2 buildings will die. There is no doubt about it. They should be rebuilt, preferably rebuilt somewhere else. That was a strange hit by 120, but it will be just 1 ghoul. That's completely fine. Death Knight is completely out of mana, which may lead the Night Elf to making his own expa. Because really, when your when your opponent's Death Knight got 0 mana, and you know that the first statue will be out in maybe 40 seconds, and it's not even 40 seconds, it's about a full minute, because statues are built in 35, and there is about 30 on Slaughterhouse. So you got enough time to set up your expo, and your enemy's Death Knight will simply not have enough mana to save his ghouls, and without mana you can't really attack an expansion. You will succeed, but you will lose 4 or 5 ghouls in the process. And in the end, you do not have an expansion yourself, so ghouls are not free for you. And 120 is just doing stupid things right now. I believe if he decides to attack this way with Death Knight one more time, he will lose the game, but okay, he is doing the right thing right now. He decides to attack with Lich, decides to attack Merkamp himself. Will he hire Troll Berserker? I don't think he needs Troll Berserker, and he's relatively low on money, because yes, you don't have an expansion as an undead right now. You may not even want an expansion as an undead right now. And he is going for statues mostly, just normal destroyers. Likely fiends will be built in quite a few seconds. I want to see the first fiend. Oh, the first fiend is out, okay. So what next? Next, he'll wait till tier 3, he'll buy an orb. He already is there for an orb. Just buy an orb, please, do not run away. Buy an orb, please, yes, thank you. And then it's either the second slaughterhouse and statues with abominations, which is completely possible. You may want 2, 3 abominations against a normal Night Elf's comp. Or you may not want any. It depends on your life choices. Or he will just go for 8 frenzied ghouls, maybe 4 or 5 fiends, maybe 2 destroyers, and that'll be his 50-foot comp. I mean, you can't really fit 5 fiends there along with 8 ghouls, but it's still possible to go for 4. Lich is in a little bit of danger, but of course Death Knight is there to save him, and Priest dies on Night Elf's side, and this Naga should die. Yes, this Naga goes down. That's a painful loss, and Night Elf didn't really get anything out of it, and that was just a mistake by Life. What 120 should do now? In general, his plan is creeping. I believe he should just turn around, attack his red spot, but he completely suspects Night Elf to have an expansion. What? You're not that strong to attack in the field, my friend. No, 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 no. Your enemy. Oh, he doesn't have bear form yet. Okay, you're that strong to attack in the field. At least for a little while, you'll drain a few golden lumber. You'll kill a few wisps. Demon Hunter got an orb. He should spread an orb better, not just kill the destroyer. Oh, bear form is up. Naga is not there yet, but she'll be quite soon. And right now, Undead should evacuate. Could you please evacuate, my dear 120? Otherwise, he's already losing a few units, and he will lose these units. Yes, goodbye Fiend, goodbye Ghoul, goodbye another Ghoul. I mean, at least two Ghouls should die here. Demon Hunter should be a little bit more aggressive, but he had to get back and heal up. And so it's two Ghouls and one Fiend for basically one Wisp. No, there are four dead Wisps. He likely Novat Wisps while I was not watching. Destroyer is quite damaged. Destroyer will need to heal up, Destroyer will need to be healed up by Coil, and for some reason he is attacking the red camp, and Night Elf is there, and Night Elf got Ultra Vision, yes, and it's a huge problem for an Undead, and it should be an attack. Yep. Hello there. It's the game number 1 coming towards you. Not yet, but it's close. It should be close. I would quite like Life to poison this destroyer. No, he for some reason is a bit hesitating. He tries to creep snipe these creeps, but I wouldn't do it. I would just attack these destroyers. He got 4 bears, he doesn't have enough dreads, so he got 2 archers alive, which should compensate a little bit for the lack of piercing damage. 1 bear is in danger, but Naga got stuff ready, so in such fights Night Elf feels himself relatively well, because... what? Desync. Everyone disconnected. Okay. Okay. What happened? Oh, no, it's only our caster disconnected. Okay, he's streaming from another source right now. So I'll have to watch this from another source, but along with him, but okay, we're fine, we'll be fine. So what's gonna happen? Night Elf quite loves such fights. Night Elf is absolutely not against such fights. Night Elf can save quite a lot of bears during the time that he's not constantly that he's constantly fighting. So 6 Dryads, 2 Bears, Demon Hunter is being stuffed away, Demon Hunter will come back, a bear is there in the base, I hope he'll take him along with him, and I doubt Undead really wants to take this Mana Rock, Mammoth, whatever it is, a large beast, whatever. The beast is really... but in the end, for some reason... Oh, it goes towards Night Elf. Even though his opponent got Forked Lightning, even though his opponent got Coil ready, and I believe there was a Coil ready, yes, because the Coil was just used. One Fiend goes down, second Fiend should go down, and yeah, that's quite a disaster, and it's a drums. His heart is beating like a drum. Yep. Exactly like that, and Destroyer is quite damaged. Destroyer goes down. That should be over. That should be game number 1. This Fiend doesn't matter. Yes, he can stay alive for however long he wants to. There should be a Wisp. Yeah. Oh, okay. He found this Fiend. He killed this Fiend. Right now, and that is in dire circumstances. I would certainly start making an expansion as a Night Elf, because really just pumping your limit towards 70 will not solve the problem, and you don't have enough Moonwells. He spent his money other ways. He decided to go for an upgrade. That's completely fine. He didn't start an expansion. There is something coming towards the expansion. Yes, he decided to start the expansion. Okay, that's a good decision because you're stronger. You're playing against an undead, so fighting against him on his base is quite a sure. It's quite a problem. It's quite painful. Demon Hunter is level 5 already. Yes, you're dominating, but there is absolutely no reason to push it. And of course, your bears still die very quickly to destroyers, no matter if Undead is 10 limit down. Although these destroyers do not have any mana, this statue has no mana, that's also problematic. And it was just Creep deciding to end this game by stunning the Snaga at the best possible moment. This Death Knight will not be able to catch Naga, and Naga will survive, and Naga will come back, and Naga will be rejuvenated. There is no rejuvenations yet. Oh no, there should be one, but it'll likely be wasted if you go out of Bear's form because it costs mana. So, would you please just lose already? Just admit your defeat. I mean, because you have lost, my friend. You have lost, my dear. There is no future for you, dear 120. He is trying to attack the red spot again, but right now I believe Night Elf should just give him this red spot. He can just stand there, he can protect whatever he's building on his expo, and it's of course an expansion which is almost ready. I would not mind a Moonwall on this expansion. There is Demon Hunter who is not afraid of anything really, because Leech is completely dry and there are not that many sources of slow. When Leech is dry, Naga is dead, and what are you gonna slow Demon Hunter with? With your mighty Frostmourne? No, it's Frostmourne. It's a frosty sword. No, it just burns with cold. It doesn't really slow anything. And 120 should know that borrowing his fins just costs Night Elf additional 50 gold and doesn't really save the fins because, of course, Night Elf got Wisp on Laboratory. And so, what's gonna happen next? Not much, honestly. Undead will struggle for a little while, Undead will lose his hero, Undead will quit. And I believe Chimeras are a possible choice for Night Elf right now. Yes, 120 got a few destroyers, but you've got what, 6, 8 dryads? Yes, there are 8 dryads, and 120 attacks, 1 bear goes down. Meanwhile, dryads are attacking fiends. You really should attack destroyers, but okay, destroyers are out of mana, that may make you attack fiends along with bears. Naga goes down, and that should be the game. There is at least one bear alive. Where is Demon Hunter? Demon Hunter is in the middle of the fight. Nothing is really fighting on that side, and that's over. Yes, that's GG. That was quite an obvious GG. So let's look at the next game. It's Twisted Meadows again. Life against 120 on Twisted Meadows. It can be quite entertaining. It can be quite interesting because again we're looking at very risky creeping from Night Elf, and it is a risky creeping. And 120 knows about it perfectly well because he was an orc. And Orc is completely able to prevent this creeping if he is quick enough, and Undead also is perfectly able to interfere. And right now it's Warden. Oh god, it's a classic Death Knight coming with ghouls against Warden creeping this spot. If life doesn't make some wondrous plays, he will lose. And 120 buys the priest. That's just so risky. That's unbelievably risky. And he will attack with... Please attack the enemy. You don't need to creep anything, you just need to... Oh, he goes for the expansion. Oh god. That's a strange decision. I mean, you'll get so much benefit from attacking this spot. You're able to come towards this spot at about this moment when you still got an ogre and two trolls alive. You should be completely able to kill this Ancient of War. You should be completely able to kill at least one archer. And right now, all he did is just hire the priest, and that's also not useless. That's a good decision to steal a priest. I would also like him to steal a troll trapper, but it will happen a bit later, if he will ever decide to do it. There is a second Ancient of War that's quite interesting. What's gonna happen? Do you really want to? Why do you make second Ancient of... Okay, one Ancient of War will likely go towards the expansion because you want a lot of experience on your Warden, and Twisted Meadows is not really a perfect map to get a ton of experience on Warden. You can get level 3 quite easily, but then you struggle. I mean, yes, you still benefit a lot from level 3, and Death Knight hates daggers, especially early on, and especially with an expansion when you don't have any access to healing potions. But your Warden is so low, and there are 4 ghouls, and there are 5 ghouls. And ghouls are, of course, completely free for an undead right now, because he got an expansion. Expansion is getting up. Dagger. It's just level 1 dagger. That's the problem. That's his problem. He didn't get his level 3. He was unable to. There is a troll berserker to save him from his predicament, but he will likely not get level 3 for quite a long time. He can kill a few ghouls, of course, there is no doubt about it, but okay, he killed at least 2 skeletons. Trading daggers for coil is always to the advantage of an undead, because you need to spend time for as long as Warden doesn't get any experience from her mana. For as long as you're able to save ghouls and prevent Warden from leveling up, you should be fine. So you should always be able to trade daggers for coils for your benefit. At the same time, the only daggers that really matter are the daggers that either kill a ghoul in the end or harass Death Knight. Because even with Aura level 1, especially when dagger will be level 2, it will be still quite painful. Save the priest? No, he can't save the priest, and of course you can't save the priest with your coils, and so it's a dead priest, and this ghoul is in a little bit of trouble, but he should be fine, and this ghoul is in a little bit of trouble, but he also should be fine in the end. And Night Elf desperately wants level 3. He gets level 3 from creeps. Now daggers will deal a ton of damage, and he will be able to out damage a single coil. The second dagger is used, and the ghoul is being denied. That's good control by 120. I completely appreciate how he controls his units right now. And of course, he got an expansion. He got an expansion. Warden is only level 3. Warden just got her level 3. These two Ancient of Wars are relatively useless for a little while. One will creep the laboratory, but that's all. That's generally all what's gonna happen. You should deny this ghoul as well. Yes. And 120 is trying to get enough mana to use a coil on Warden, but it's just level 1 coil, so you should save a ghoul, and the ghoul will be fine even without your interference. Night Elf got himself an expansion, but expansion will go a long way towards an actual expansion, and Warden will get her level 4, and here on likely the expansion itself, yes. And Undead should just creep what he can. He's waiting for his leech. The moment he'll get his leech, he'll be... And that's a godsend item for a Warden. Please don't sell Vampiric Aura. You'll need it on your bears. Bears heal about 10 HP from each hit when they got Vampiric Aura on them. Depending on upgrades, it can be a lot more. I mean, it can be about 15 if they attack Finns. So, what's gonna happen? I believe not much is gonna happen in the next a minute or two, because yes, this acolyte will die, but there is a necropolis already. 120 should just move away his other acolytes. Please do not lose your man for free, at least. No, he moves back his Death Knight. Death Knight is, of course, level 3, but Warden was able to get at least 3 acolytes. She'll be able to get 4. No, she shouldn't be able to get 4. Please move your acolyte away while he's not yet under the effect of the dagger. Warden is getting harassed. Acolyte will stay alive, I believe. Yes, it should be saved. Yes, thank you. You saved the Akka, and that's fine. You will be perfectly fine. And Night Elf is just making his expansion. 120 is making 2 slaughterhouses. I don't know why, but he wants to. I mean, I would certainly prefer 2 fiends, and he got 2 crypts, but on top of 2 crypts, he decided to go for 2 slaughterhouses. I doubt he'll be able to sustain production of 2 statues and 2 fiends at the same time. I greatly doubt it, because he doesn't really have any bank, and he buys scrolls and he buys mana potions, and that all takes a toll on his money, and he should be able to creep this troll. This single bear without form. Lich is being saved. Death Knight got himself drums as well. I mean, what are these? Chimes. Yeah, these are chimes. Chimes of vampiric aura, vampiric everything. Another ghoul should die, but life really should not try to attack Lich. Okay, it's a ghoul, and it didn't even die, because Death Knight had a death coil. He sells vampiric aura. He decides to not sell. Vampiric aura on ghouls is quite nice, but in the end, ghouls will not live long enough, especially if Warden decides to go Fan of Knives level 3, and she will once she gets to level 5. And Fan of Knives level 3 can be quite devastating against ghouls, so Vampiric Aura will not help him a lot. Yes, abominations get some benefit from Vampiric Aura, but they are just abominations, so in the end, I believe that it was a correct call to sell Vampiric. Of course, it's a wrong call on Night Elf. You will have bears, you will have so many bears, and he still sold Vampiric. Now I hope Life will lose. I just hope Life will lose this game, and hello, dear bot, could you please jump out of the window? And I hope it'll be a window on the first floor, so you don't die, but you have your legs broken. I've got to turn off my chat. I mean, I do not need to turn off my chat, I need to turn off only this small piece of it. Yep. And now you no longer exist. Have a nice day, you freaking potato. So, what's gonna happen next? I mean, he doesn't really exist. He's not a real person. I'm not insulting a real person. It's an AI bot who is not there, and the pendant of energy goes towards Lich, because someone was sloppy enough to not get in time, and Alchemist is a decent decision. It saves you. It acts like an additional scroll of healing, and Warden doesn't have enough mana. Warden doesn't have enough mana to spam Fans of Knife, Fan of Knives long enough. Now, I don't know why he didn't really visit his Moonwells. He got himself a mana potion. He'll use the mana potion right now. Alchemist will die. There is no doubt about it. There is very little doubt about it. Now I have all the doubts about it, because he wasn't able to achieve anything. And right now, yes, Warden is suffering. Alchemist was a decent decision, of course. Alchemist always helps quite a lot against Warden because not only against Warden, against Panda as well. And Warden has to evacuate, and that will just pressure Night Elf. Will just pressure Night Elf a lot. And we're really looking at all these wasted daggers. All the daggers he wasted on ghouls he was unable to kill, all the mana, these daggers turn into mana, this mana turns into your experience, and he should have been about 5.9 right now. And if he was 5.9, he would be able to defend everything, he would be able to uh, use Avatar, he would be able to get a few more kills and then defend his expansion, and then who knows how the game will go. And in general, Solo Warden has her time limit against an Undead. An Undead should evacuate. He dealt some damage, he lost some units. I mean, dealt some damage, he killed at least 2 bears. Right now it shows that 3 bears. 3 bears, 1 dryad, and 2 archers. That's quite a lot, and of course mana potions are not free either. And losing this pendant of energy was painful. I mean, really, for a Warden, pendant of energy is a lot of mana, a lot of moon juice, a lot of everything, and a lot of effectiveness from clarity, so you generally don't want to lose your pendant of energy. Yes, Night Elf got 5.7 Warden, but Undead got 3 heroes. Lich is almost level 3. I believe Undead may decide to go for the red spot, red camp. At the same time, he tries to not let Warden regenerate her mana, regenerate her moon juice, because right now it's 1360, it's 2 p.m. Moon juice will not regenerate for a little while at least, and Alchemist is there. Alchemist got a lot of effectiveness even on level 1. And it decides to attack bears. Attacking bears is fine, but I would prefer him to attack Warden, really. But okay. Attacking bears also gives its benefits, of course. And that should use his healing scroll. Yes, he uses his healing scroll, and another bear goes down, and Shredder goes down, and another bear goes down, and life should just write GG. The fact that Warden will be level 6 will not really change anything. Yes, he'll be able to get rid of an undead right now, but there is a difference. There is already a huge difference in food limit. And Avatar, as powerful as it is, all the immune to all damage dead women will not be able to hold this attack, and this tree will fall, and in the end, Night Elf will crumble. Because if you decided to build an expansion, losing an expansion without having any backup is just painful, and while you're, 30 limit down, even more than 30, and Warden alone is trying, but Alchemist is there, Alchemist is healing up everything. Yeah, I did everything correctly. Life made quite a few mistakes. As much as that is powerful, I doubt this game was decided by the race imbalance. I greatly doubt it. And right now, Warden should be afraid of being in the range of Coil Nova, because Coil is level 2, Nova is also level 2. Alchemist should be level 3 quite soon, which means just a lot more healing. Not a lot more, to be honest, but even more healing. This thing should die. A lot of units still die on an undead side. He's overstaying his welcome slowly. But at the same time, every single dryad is under the effect of the disease cloud, and there are not that many dryads. And this Poo Destroyer goes down to the women which died hundreds of years ago. I mean, it's quite grim, the fact that you can only raise these dead women, these ghosts out from corpses. I doubt that you just change the gender of the corpses to dead sentinels, so these are hungry spirits that come from the dead to haunt the living. and they use an actual blood and bones and everything to do so. And of course, the best target for dead women are destroyers and statues. And Life right now is doing exactly that, but he's so low on limit and he can't recover in enough food. And Undead got constant reinforcements. And as strong as Avatar is, mm, I doubt Life will achieve anything. I certainly wouldn't mind using Nova. Another statue goes down, one of the fiends goes down. Warden is level 7 right now. Yes, Nova, coils Nova on Warden, focus on Warden, because it's still day. There should be absolutely no mana in Moonwells. Warden should start struggling right now. Yes, she can still be healed up by rejuvenations, of course, there is no doubt about it. But in general, there is 118 mana in Moonwells, and it's 50 mana, and you got no mana, you've got no nothing. And you're completely dry, and you're losing this game. And that's a Nova to kill every single Wisp, and that's all. Yep, that is over. He struggled. He tried. He was not that bad. He made a few significant mistakes early on. There was a lot of daggers that were unable to achieve anything. Yes, you can play Warden on Twisted Meadows because she gets her level 3, because you possibly get Mercs to assist her in the darkest moments of her life, but he was unable to get to level 3, level 4 quickly enough. If only at least if only he got his level 3 out of the initial creep camp, out of the initial nulls, then everything will be different. Dagger level 2 is completely different from Dagger level 1. And right now we're looking at Hammerfall. Of course, Demon Hunter goes towards the best green camps on the map, because you can kill this turtle, you can get an item. Turtle gives you a decent item, and Hydra, as damaging and dangerous as she is not a match to Demon Hunter. It's mostly to prevent units like ghouls, because she spreads poison, she damages every single ghoul you've got, and 120 decided to even start with Aura. That was greedy, please do not let him get his level 2 with your freaking Wisp, because you should be completely able to control this Wisp. You've got only one hero, you do not do crap on the map. I mean, you just creep, you fight the freaking turtle. Anyway, Demon Hunter got himself 2 decent items. Very, very good items for him. Clothes and drink are exactly what he wants. This Wisp should die. Please use the coil to kill this Wisp. No? Okay. I mean, you should always use a coil to kill the Wisp. Coil level 1, it's completely worth it. That was a coil to do what? To heal up the skeleton that was not really dying? I mean, I guess he just misclicked. He tried to coil the archer to make her more vulnerable. But no, he coiled the skeleton in the end. One ghoul goes down. There should be another ghoul going down. Not a single archer just went down yet. Just one should do it right now, I believe. No, they all were hidden. And that got Dusts of Appearance, so he is able to reveal all these archers. He loses the remainder of his mana. And right now running around helps Night Elf more, because he is coming towards his moment of power. He is coming towards first 2 Dryads. He is coming towards Naga. Naga will get out quite soon, and of course, additional ghoul is never wasted. I mean, it's always wasted. It's never wasted as an additional chunk of the experience. And this hit was completely unnecessary. And if 120 had a Nerubian tower, he would be able to deal significant damage to this Demon Hunter. But no, it didn't happen. Okay. Night Elf is creeping his own yellow spot. That's a Naga on Naga, and Night Elf's Naga is in a little bit of trouble. She's in quite a lot of trouble, to be honest, because the Naga can't get away from her sister's freezing arrow, at least early on. She will die to coil. Life gets himself an item from his yellow spot. That is more or less worth the death of the Naga. That's not really such a big deal. It's 100 experience. It's fine. It still counts, of course, but eh. He should be fine. Losing Ancient of War will be painful, but he should also be relatively fine. He has Demon Hunter at level 3, and right now Undead should think about his own Naga, although Demon Hunter got no boots, and without boots you can't really fight against Naga. You can't really fight against Naga as Demon Hunter. That is a partial reason why Undead decided to go for Naga as his second hero and not Lich. I mean, the main reason was, of course, he saw an opportunity to kill enemies Naga right here and there, right there and now, right here and now, right there and then. Yeah, I've used to, and that's another that serpent. On which side? Eh, on this side because again Night Elf doesn't have boots, and that's a dead Naga. And that's a second kill. He may be able to save her if something wonderful happens. And he may be able to kill the Iras Naga. No. Nothing will happen. He'll lose an archer, but he was able to save his Naga on 30 HP. He was able to kill at least one ghoul, I believe. No? No, okay. So, Dryads are out. Naga is heavily damaged, but she will heal up in the fountains. The day just starts. So right now Night Elf can creep whatever he wants. Whatever on the map he only desires, he can creep. And that's a moment he should use to his biggest benefit. The Death Knight is completely out of mana, Naga is completely out of mana and out of HP, to be honest. And there is no Leech, so it's hard to use Leech for tanking and then just heal him up with Death Knight, and this statue is locked. That's a rookie mistake, but it happens, and he solved it quite quickly. Although, did he really solve it? I believe statue should be able to squeeze through, but he just doesn't move it. Yeah. Please move your statue. Yeah. It should be able to squeeze through even without destroying additional trees. Okay, so what's gonna happen now? I believe right now Life should think about creeping his Naga to 3. Yes, he knows that Undead is creeping, he knows that Undead is getting his Destroyer form, but he really can't prevent it. There is absolutely no way to prevent it, so just getting his Naga to 3, getting his Demon Hunter to 4. Demon Hunter is in a little bit of trouble, he'll use invulnerability, he'll land the hit on Death Knight just to show who is the daddy in this game, and he'll get away as quickly as possible. There is an illusion? An illusion? Yes, that's just an illusion. Just a scout, just to be obnoxious. Of course, Night Elf with early rejuvenations can again creep whatever he wants, but on that, if Night Elf decides to creep the side spots, he creeps his own expansion just for the future. I don't think he should land this expansion right now, but in the future it's completely possible if he has one good fight, and it's completely possible to have a good fight right now because there is Naga. There is no Leech. Against Leech it's harder. And against Naga, the problem with Naga is that not only get a suboptimal hero as your second hero on an Undead, but also you get a suboptimal orb carrier as your second hero on an Undead, so you have to wait for the Leech to get out to get an orb. Undead decides to start building his expo. That's an interesting decision. He's not stronger. Everything depends on the Night Elf knowing or not about this expo, and he likely knows. He is likely completely aware. There is a Naga running first, which should not be good for her health, and it was not good for her health bar. Okay, Night Elf's Naga is level 3, and he's ready to attack. He got his own orb. And that is trying to creep, but he will absolutely not care about these creeps if there will be too much pressure. The Destroyer is out. The Destroyer was not able to dispel Rejuvenation. I believe it just ended. Because, of course, Stalin is exactly what Undead wants right now. He got an expansion being built. There is a Destroyer in the wrong place at the wrong time. So Destroyers gets 190 HP out. I constantly forget that orb on Night Elf doesn't no longer deals 10 damage a hit. A second a hit, so 100 damage total. Okay, one bear goes down almost instantly, but it costs Undead all his mana, and right now he has nothing to defend his expansion with. And he got no towers on his expansion yet, so just killing this bear was likely a huge mistake. Not such a huge mistake, and he may be able to kill another bear. Was this bear even killed? No, he likely... I mean, I see that the stuff got used, so the bear was likely not even killed. The bear was TP'd out. Demon Hunter is level 4, Death Knight goes down, so right now there is nothing to protect this expa. Yes, this bear was attacking something completely useless, and he's needed here, but eh, Undead should lose. If Night Elf decides to not go, yes, to not go and pressure the main base, if he decides to attack the expansion, and by expansion I mean expansion, just let a bear be there. And let a bear be there. Yes, exactly. That's not even a good rhyme. Anyway, one Fiend goes down. Night Elf Snaga is in a little bit of pain and danger, but she should be fine. There will be a Death Coil. A Death Coil and a TP out. Okay, that was a decent TP out. A few Fiends died, a few units died. That's a poor bear that killed what? 2 acolytes? At least 2 acolytes. More or less, if we take into account the mining time, it was worth it. Night Elf is making his own expo during this time, so he's not behind. He's playing 2 bases against 2 bases, which is not good for a Night Elf in this meta, in these circumstances. But he's significantly ahead in hero levels. He got Demon Hunter level 4.4. The moment Demon Hunter will be level 5, there will be trouble in an undead city. And right now, all we see is that Naga is 3.4, and she has very little hope of getting to 4, and she doesn't really even need of getting to 4. And I would like Demon Hunter to do something, yes, to burn her. That's a decent decision. Burn the snake woman, so she doesn't have enough even for a single freezing arrow. And Leech is getting wrecked a little bit at least. I would like to see more mana burns. I would certainly like to see more mana burns and less novas. And I would like to see mana burns on statues, but he doesn't really want to mana burn statues right now, because Hero is having one full statue. It will take too long to mana burn these statues, and he may need Moon Juice. He may need to replenish HP on Demon Hunter at home. So that's the main reason why he doesn't even try to mana burn the statues. He saved the dryer. That's the dryad that is always questionable. He decided to do it in the end because one statue was lifted as a destroyer. This leech is in trouble. This leech will be saved eventually. And so the remaining statue is the only one, and it's, of course, right now is more or less worth it to mana burn it. And right now Demon Hunter is in a little bit of trouble, but stuff is out of cooldown, so not any longer. Night Elf still evacuates, Demon Hunter needs to rejuvenate his HP, rejuvenation gets cancelled. Uh, it's, uh, it's a good moment to attack, yes. Naga is in danger. Naga will fall, Naga will undeniably fall, but Demon Hunter should be fine. He got a book of what? Is it really a book of retraining? Is it a book of death? He got a book of death? Yes, he got a book of death uh, out of this camp. He saves Naga at least for a while. He saves everyone at least for a while because there is no weapon fiends. There should be no weapon fiends for quite a long time. Because I believe that Undead got only one crypt, and right now this crypt is producing fiend. And one destroyer, and Leech will not be able to do anything. Undead is having an upper hand right now, mostly because Naga was focused, taken out of position and killed. This Zeppelin, that's a brave Zeppelin. I mean, please don't lose your everything. Okay, that's fine. And Naga was already out. Naga is healed up back to full. Demon Hunter is 4.7. He burns Lich. He doesn't burn him in time, but that's fine. He should burn Death Knight with his next mana burn. Yes, Death Knight is dry. Lich is dry. Undead got absolutely no mana. No mana potions, and Death Knight is just running around trying to do something. One Fiend goes down. Right now it's time for Night Elf to even the losses. Yeah, and he comes out on top. And it also hires a Zeppelin, because of course 120 saw that his opponent had a Zeppelin. That's a bad position to be if you're a Fiend, and if there is a whole Night Elf's army running after you. And you're just a small spider. Yeah, right now this Fiend should feel himself as he's just an ordinary room spider and nothing else. For some reason, Nightelf decides to go for a Scroll of Healing instead of... Oh, he bought Invul on his Demon Hunter, that's okay. I mean, the last slot on Naga would be better used for an Invul, but okay. If there was only one Invul, and there was only one Invul, it's of course better to use it for Demon Hunter. There are two statues, Lich should be mana burned, but Lich will be able to use Nova on Demon Hunter, and mana burn will be relatively useless. And Nanette got a lot of destroyers, so Night Elf should think about, yes, and he's making a lot more dryads. That's a normal dynamic, and that makes destroyers against bears. Night Elf is making dryads against destroyers. Then Undead is making fiends or maybe abominations against dryads, and if you're making fiends, there will be bears. If you're making abominations, there will be bears. Or maybe chimeras, and abomination is going down. And you can't really spread yourself thin enough to make everything in large numbers. Two bears are going down. A bomb, kill the A-bomb, please. Do not let him heal up. Yes, he was denied. Abominations give quite a good chunk of experience, and this one was denied, and there are 3 units for an undead who doesn't do anything. Now I, of course, want Night Elf to win this game, because 120 made a significant mistake, and he now doesn't even know what to do with these units, because these reinforcements may be cut off. May get cut off very easily. And so Night Elf is preparing the slot to get an item from this large turtle, but Undead is here, and it is always there. And it is well present, and will he be able to interfere? No. Although he got the experience, right? Yeah, he got the experience, but that's a large healing stone, and that's awesome. Large healing stones are amazing, and it will heal up quite a significant number of HP on a Night Elf. Eventually, of course. Not right now. So, no scrolls, no invuls, because Undead got everything on his Demon Hunter. And they are all running around the same shop, so there is no... I mean, the second shop exists, but it doesn't really matter. Healing stone is being used, Abomination goes down, a few destroyers should go down, Death Knight is in a little bit of trouble. Yeah, but he got invul. Life, of course, knows that Death Knight got invul, so there is not that much reason to try to kill him. Demon Hunter is in trouble because stuff is on cooldown. Demon Hunter will be saved. Lich will lose all his mana, and now Undead has to get out. Undead has to get out, and of course, when you're playing 80 against 80, Night Elf's army is a little bit better. Yes, when Undead got supply lead, when you play 50 against 50 even, Undead's army is amazing, but when you get to 80 against 80, Undead has to rely on hero killing, and right now Night Elf is doing everything to prevent his heroes going down. Demon Hunter, someone should buy a TP. Demon Hunter decided to retrain onto evasion. That's a good decision. That's an amazing decision. Someone should really buy a TP on your side. Death Knight got 2 mana potions. There is a heavily damaged bear. Why did you start creeping? That's suboptimal. That's stupid. Naga was able to give stuff to Demon Hunter, but she was unable to save herself. Death Knight gets out, these creeps will go to Night Elf, but Naga went down. Yes, Death Knight is heavily damaged, so I doubt Undead will attack. At least not attack right now, but killing all these creeps doesn't really give Night Elf any benefit other than money, because of course you don't get additional experience on your heroes level 5 and above. So Demon Hunter will buy an invul potion, he'll get out, and that wants to visit the second shop. There is an acolyte trying to be obnoxious, trying to do something. Death Knight is level 5 finally, Naga is in a lot more trouble. Lich is level 3, Death Knight is level 5, and that got 2 mana potions, and of course he'll siege this expansion while Naga is not there yet. And Naga will not be there for 40 additional seconds, and I believe this tree should be uprooted and run towards the forest. I mean, it should have been uprooted like a significant time ago, and all these wisps just gave Undead Naga additional experience enough to level her up to 5. So both players will not get the respectful expansions. Nope. This wisp will go down. Will be... At least these wisps were detonated. That's good. And now Naga is out. And Night Elf should think about his future game plan. Because right now, Demon Hunter is not even close to level 6. If Naga was fine, then everything would be completely different. But no, you had to lose the woman. And now life is in a little bit of trouble. Demon Hunter still got his invul potion. Naga, of course, is alive and will be able to save him the moment invul ends. Please stuff you, Demon Hunter. Yes, thank you. But at the same time, Undead is out of mana and he doesn't have any more mana potions. He used them all. And that was a little bit of a dangerous tip-in into the fight, because this Dryad could have been killed, and then an Undead would have a free reign of the field for at least the next 10-15 seconds. But at the same time, right now, he got absolutely no mana. Demon Hunter is wreaking havoc. Death Knight is in a little bit of trouble. He should be in trouble. He got a healing potion, but that's all. Now that's a good moment to save Demon Hunter again. Could you please burn the Death Knight? Yes, thank you. No, he didn't. He just made it so Naga has to run away, and that's enough. And a lot more statues are being caught. At least one. That's awesome. Naga is level 5 on the Night Elf side. Another statue should be caught because Yes, poison doesn't work on statues, but freezing arrow is a completely different effect, and of course freezing arrow works on statues very well, and there is a bear that will prevent this expansion from getting up. And Demon Hunter has chosen the wrong way, but he should be fine. There is only one coil and one Nova. And Naga, could you please burn? No, that was too late, and you lose your Naga again. I mean, for some reason he decided to attack the Fiend, or he was not controlling his Demon Hunter at all at this moment. I don't know what happened, but that was not the best way to lose Yanaga. Demon Hunter should use his form. He doesn't want to, but he has to. And yes, he uses his form. This Fiend will be fine. Yeah, he wants to attack the expansion while his form is up. He wants to do something useful. Of course, fighting against Demon Hunter with demon form is not very smart. Yeah, he was able to burn the Lich for full HP. This bear still is able to prevent all the mining on the third expansion of an Undead. Undead got absolutely zero mana. Demon Hunter will be rejuvenated, he'll be fine. There is only one destroyer, and of course Undead is a bit afraid to use this destroyer right now. And Demon Hunter is out of his demon form. Naga is being saved. Demon Hunter has to run away. Really, you have to run away, my friend. Expansion on an undead site is not functioning yet, but at the same time, Night Elf's expansion is not functioning yet. So Undead will just pull the Acolyte. He's doing it right now. Night Elf will lose another bear. I would like for Life to not put his Naga into the way of danger so carelessly. Demon Hunter is hoping for what? No, he'll just get away with his TP stuff and he'll be fine. He should be fine. There is no mana. There is absolutely no mana in his Moonwells. So in the end, he's in a little bit of trouble, I would say, but not a lot of trouble. His form will be ready in what, 60 seconds? Yeah, I guess it's about 60. So I really doubt Undead will achieve anything in a minute, except for, of course, establishing his expo, and he got his expo fine and running. And Night Elf lost a lot. Night Elf lost a lot. That's not a good game for Life. He lost his nugget too many times. Just too many times. Naga is there. Naga is moving towards the expansion, but an Undead decides to attack them. The Tree of Eternity, which should be saved. I mean, you sort of can lose it for an Undead's expansion, and you have no TP, for hell's sake. You just have no TP. Cancel the Dryad. Save your tree. No, okay. Nobody wants Tree of Eternity, because it's just Tree of Eternity. Who needs Trees of Eternity? You've got the whole... It was growing for the whole eternity. It's like the ancient sequoia, one that lived for 4,000 years and then it was cut down for lumber. At the same time, Demon Hunter got his form. He can fight, at least for once, and that will remake his expansion. The second expansion of the Night Elf is still working. This archer is trying to be obnoxious, but he will not achieve much. She. I hope it's a lady. But that's a dangerous attack. And you need to react. And you need to do something. And that got so many statues. All these statues are potential destroyers, of course. And you want the Undead to lift these destroyers as early as possible. And just using the form to buy yourself some time to recover from your losses is acceptable, really. It is acceptable. This statue should be lifted and raised as a destroyer, and you should burn the lich, and this abomination should be killed. It was likely turned into mana. Yes, you can also deny this statue, because you don't have any gold. Okay, some acolytes will die, but with our own acolytes, you want to kill different acolytes. Naga is killing fiends, one there will fall. Demon Hunter still got a little bit of his form left, no, not any longer, and Death Knight is completely out of mana, but he got enough potions. And he is also completely out of life, and he got only one small invul, which will not really save him. And that was a wasted coil, so it's half of a mana potion gone into nothing. And he needs to check on another mana potion, and he is unable to right now, and this abomination will go down. And Demon Hunter is using his own invul, but Naga should be in trouble, not Night Elf Naga. There is still a mana potion on this Death Knight, and Demon Hunter should... Yeah, you can just get away and come back onto your Naga from your TP stuff. Recharge, come back. This Dryad will live long enough. Lichin's getting dispelled. Now it's a good moment to start burning statues. It is a good moment to start burning Naga, to start burning statues. Usually mana on Naga is not that much of worth that much, but it is a really, really good moment to start burning anything, really. Oh, poor Naga, not again! At the same time, Lich is dying, which is acceptable. At the same time that heroes are out of mana, Naga almost was able to save herself. But no, it didn't happen, and Lich will die. This Lich is going down. Will this Demon Hunter go down? No, there should never be. Not in 100 worlds, there should be enough mana to deal with this Demon Hunter. It was his own wisps that killed him. It was his own freaking wisps. So he's out of heroes. He's completely out of heroes, and he will lose this game and lose the series. And Lich is still alive for some reason. GG. Oh, for hell's sake, that was stupid by life. And judging by how it went, there will be no game number 4. I mean number 5. So it should be 3-1 to 120's advantage. Although, maybe that's completely possible that there will be game number 5, because we're looking at Echo Isles. Games on Echo Isles can be very, very quick. I just hope that Life will win this series, because 120 made a lot of mistakes. I mean, Life also made a lot of mistakes. Does he deserve to win this series? That's the question. That's questionable. That's really questionable. Echo Isles, no one's map. Really, it's one of the most disbalanced, but at the same time most balanced maps in the map pool, because there are very few favorites among races, among matchups. Night Elf, of course, will creep his green spot, because this ogre drops a large item, and he is too afraid to creep his Merc camp, because Echo Elves are so small, and of course Death Knight will be in time to somehow prevent him from doing it. Although Undead doesn't even think about it, he goes straight towards the expansion. So Merc camp option was perfectly open. I believe Night Elf should think about his Mercs, about stealing Undead's Mercs maybe. That's also possible on Echo Isles. That's perfectly possible on Echo Isles. And that, of course, will creep this spot very quickly, but Demon Hunter is already here. He should get Immolation. Yes, not a mana burn. And just kill a few ghouls. One ghoul falls down. Two ghouls should fall down at least. The biggest danger is getting surrounded. So he's trying to run around, losing all his mana, but he'll have at least one recharge. Another set of Skeletons is going down. Of course, Ziggurat will get up. Another ghoul goes down. That's something. Archer was late. That's a little bit of a problem. Archer was so late. And of course, Acolyte also helps in killing the ogre. And now Undead will be able to establish his expo. Demon Hunter will not achieve a lot here, but at the same time Undead will play completely passively for a little while, and Night Elf decides to creep his Merc camp, decides to establish his own quick expansion. Demon Hunter is not really in danger, he's just running around, he's doing nothing. I would like him to buy boots in this game, because Echo Elves is a relatively small map, and you can often save on your stuff of teleportation. Yes, Night Elf gets his own mercs. He will use these mercs, and due to the fact that he is getting the mercs, he will be able to save a lot of lumber for his tier 2. He will be able to save a lot of lumber for whatever he will need next. Next, he will need a Moonwell. He is at 30. That's a huge disaster that he didn't even start making his 40 Moonwell. That's just complete disaster. But I guess killing a few ghouls, getting losing your Tree of Life would be suboptimal. But of course he will not lose it, and there are mercs to save him from these losses. So what else is gonna happen? I don't think a lot will happen. He may decide to creep his merc camp before he creeps his expansion, just to get closer to level 3. No, he goes straight towards the blue ogre, he gets the item, and that is in a little bit of trouble. He will not achieve anything. These ghouls will fall, every single ghoul should fall. Should fall, yeah. Fell is a past tense. So, Demon Hunter will be able to get to level 3 quite quickly, quite soon. I believe he should attack a Merc Camp. I'm talking about this Merc Camp for quite a while now, and for a reason, because it drops such a good item, and it gives you so much tempo if you kill it quickly, because creeps there are so easy to kill. And right now, Undead is going for the central creep camp, which also is perfectly acceptable, and countering it is also, of course, amazing. No, yes, I was an Ancient of War, and Night Elf just wanted this Ancient of War to be useful. Please do not show me all these stats. There is no need to see all these stats for me. Thank you. Could you remove this from my screen? No? Okay. These are useless. Demon Hunter is level 3 at least, in the end, at last. Yeah, it was at last, not at least. And he gets a large consumable, and large consumable is large invul potion, which is practically perfect for him right now. Night Elf will be able to establish his expansion, and that already established his expansion. He's making Necropolis there, and right now Night Elf is ahead. Please do not lose your Naga 3 times again, and then you'll win. It's that simple. Just do not lose your heroes. On Echo Elves, it's relatively easy to lose your heroes, but at the same time, it's very easy to kill an enemy's heroes. Please do not kill the Altar, you'll not achieve anything. But killing ghouls is perfectly acceptable. Of course, he got boots. Of course, Naga will not be able to slow down anyone because she has no boots, and even with boots, she is relatively slow. These wisps will be saved. This ghoul will be fine, everything will be just fine. Night Elf can creep an enemy's merc camp, that's also perfectly possible. But he decides to get entangled into the fight on an undead space, and I believe Undead should research Spirit Tower. Should make a Spirit Tower, please do it. Is it a second necropolis? Yes, it's not a second necropolis. Oh, it's a slaughterhouse. It's just a slaughterhouse. Naga will die. Naga absolutely should die. Right now, Demon Hunter is uh, giving her the invul potion. And of course, killing even two ghouls and perfectly. If the fiend dies, it's perfect. If the troll dies, it's not perfect. It's by all means not perfect, but okay, troll will not die for at least for a while. First Dryad should be out. First Dryad should be jumping towards the fight already. No, he started with. Why are you making just one Dryad? Why were you making just one Dryad? I don't know. Did he not start both his? Please don't fucking show me this interface ever again. I don't like you already, back to Warcraft, and I'm not even restreaming you. Oh, there is something very, very important about this interface. I understand it. Please don't show me it. Thank you. Oh god, they are talking about some good bullcrap that is related to this interface. I hate you. I just hate you. Anyway, let's focus on the game. No matter how many interruptions are there, and there are quite a few for hell's sake. I don't want to see all the stats. The stats are relatively useless in the game where two actual real living players are playing. I know about the state of the game. I know who is leading right now. Everyone should know who is leading right now. Is it some bookmaker's crap? I don't know. Okay, just focus on the game. Forget about these numbers. Whoever is showing me all these good, beautiful numbers can burn in hell. In a horrible Warcraft 3 hell, which is likely populated with Todd and Archimond and Pit Lord and Mal'Ganis and whoever not. Okay, and it is a little bit late towards the central spot, and the central spot gives you quite a good item. Yes, it's not a chargeable item, but it's fine. There is yes, there is an item in the shop, in the marketplace, which one of the players should buy. Nobody is visiting the marketplace, and one of the players absolutely should visit it. But stop showing me this item all the single time, every single time. Undead can buy himself a large healing potion, a large invul, large anything really, and it will help him immensely. But at the same time, Night Elf can do exactly that and also get a huge benefit. And right now, Night Elf is a little bit ahead. He gets his first hero, he gets an Orb Carrier, he gets Priestess of the Moon. Life decides to go for a long game because Priestess of the Moon can be quite devastating, and he doesn't have to rely completely on Naga. And she is just such a good Orb Carrier. And finally, he was able to creep his Merc Camp, which is of course bigger than just a random green camp, but and that was mostly running towards the expansion. That's not a place for Demon Hunter to be, but there should be a staff on Potten. And Demon Hunter, did he use Mana Burn? No, not really, I believe. Oh god, please jump from the roof. Okay, Night Elf is contesting the shop, and that was unable to get a lot from the shop, but Invul is in his hands, and that's all he cares about. And Potman gets herself town portal, and the scroll because oh god, and the stuff because of course she will be focused less than Naga because she's just quicker. She's just that quicker. Please, could you kill an abomination, dear life? Thank you. You found the abomination. Uh, no, you just completely ignored the abomination. You decided that Creep's experience is better. It's not such a terrible decision. You've played three heroes. You need a lot of items, you need a lot of experience. You can use all this experience to your benefit, because of course Pot Mizora is awesome for dryads, and you get a good additional item. What was it? A Periapt of Vitality? Not the perfect item, but it's okay, it's fine. And that should TP back. It's too long way towards the Nightel's base. Yes, you may want to creep. May want to creep your Lich to level 3. That's a premature TP out. That's a little bit premature. He wants to position himself correctly. And of course there will be always Owl on top of Ananda's army. Right now, Night Elf is ahead, significantly ahead. He decides to attack. Mm, that's acceptable. Undead is at 80, Night Elf is at 80. The fact that Undead is at 80 saves this bear for a little while, because Undead just can't lift his destroyers. At least one of these statues should be lifted right now. There are two abominations. This demon hunter is saved. Yes, he should come back. One abomination will fall. Second abomination will fall quite soon. All these bears will die. I am very apologetic of using two staffs on. Okay, that's a wasted invul potion on that Snaga, and that's amazing. That's awesome for a Night Elf. The fact that he lost 4 bears is not so awesome. You need to visit the shop and get an invul out of there. Please, do it. There should be an invul. Yes, there should be an invul right now. In the shop, please do it. No? Oh, someone just bought them? No, they should be out of cooldown. I mean, you just saw Naga using the small invul potion, and that's the first thing you should think about. Oh, there is likely no invul potions on my enemy. And Undead got a way better control of invuls. Undead got a way better control of the shop. Just think if this invul potion was not available for an Undead, yet available for a Night Elf. How much better the game would be for a Night Elf. Stop showing me this marketplace. Could you please stop showing me this stats, this marketplace, this everything? Thank you. And right now, Night Elf should lose this fight, just to the fact that he didn't buy the single potion. Yes, he got relatively low limit, and on that will be able to lift additional destroyer, and Night Elf got a lot of food in the production. He is using Invul on Demon Hunter. It will cost an undead half of an abomination. Abominations do not deal with mountain giants well, of course, because mountain giants are so sturdy. At the same time, the moment mountain giant will start falling, and that's why I always like to see invul potions in this map. And that's why I always like to see two stuffs on a night elf, especially when you've got 900 gold. You freaking unstable player. Life is very, very unstable. Life can be the best night elf that ever exists in the world, or he can be very, very mediocre tier 1 player. It all depends on how he decides to play. And of course, Naga died with stuff of teleportation, so in the end, he'll likely lose a lot of units in this fight. He loses Mercs. Mercs do not count. Mercs do not matter all that much. And at the same time loses quite a few units. Demon Hunter is back. And that got no mana. I would like Demon Hunter. I would like Death Knight to be burned at least one more time. And please next time do it before he focuses you with his spells. Because you had your mana burn out of cooldown. This archer should fall. Yes, this mountain giant should be fine. There are 3 dryads in production. And 5 more dryads. 5 more freaking dryads in the queue. I mean, these 5 dryads could be a healing scroll and an invul potion. two of these 5 Dryads. I mean, okay, then the moment these Dryads get out, Night Elf should call them. I'll call you my wasted healing scroll. I'll call you my wasted invul potion. And then it of course gets another invul potion. 120 just knows how to play on Echo Elves. Whoever controls the central shop in this matchup is a king, generally, and whoever doesn't is is a slave. A fucking slave. Sorry. So I was unable to stop myself from saying that. And right now he'll TP out because he was unable to kill Naga, and he'll come back with more gifts from the nature of doom, from the nature of death itself. So he'll come back with likely a healing scroll with additional invul. Oh no, Night Elf decides that he needs this shop, that that the shop exists for a reason. And there are two healing scrolls on bottom, but there is no invul, and invul is the biggest price. And there are of course no creeps on the map, so right now if Night Elf decides to play correctly, if Night Elf decides to play against an undead slowly and make more mountain giants and move his Tree of Eternity towards the central gold mine eventually. He'll win. But I doubt it's exactly what will happen because Naga is very, very fragile. Bottom is very, very fragile. Naga is not even healed up yet. Stop showing me the marketplace, please. Could you please stop doing it? I know that there is a large healing potion and that there is a large invul and both players got enough money to buy them. And you're constantly talking about it. Yes, it matters. It matters a lot. And of course they both forgot about the marketplace existing on this map. And that's very important to check the marketplace once in a while. Night Elf is making Tree of Wind to switch into Druids. The moment Undead will overbuild Destroyers, I guess, or the moment Undead will switch to mostly land units, because Druids in Crow form are quite useful, especially if you're able to get through the Destroyers quickly, so there will be no Dispel, at least for a while, or the Undead will have to raise his statues once that he uses to get mana and life. There are 4 freaking statues. 4 freaking statues in reserve. And Anna just TPs out because he's out of resources. Punk, this thing goes down. And Ira should not be aggressive right now. He can't be aggressive right now. And Night Elf, of course, will decide to go towards the top Mercamp. No, not Marketplace. Visit the Marketplace. You're a smart boy. Boy, you see it on the map. You know about its existence. Oh, okay. No Marketplace for you. No Marketplace for anybody. And there should be a hero going towards the shop, buying an invul, because an invul will be out of cooldown soon. Right now, I like what Life is doing. He is doing everything correctly. Who controls the shop controls the game. And that will make what... He can't really make more abominations. He has to get out of 80, he has to get into 100, and that will cost him. He goes to attack level 3 on abominations, but abominations, even with attack level 3, are not such amazing fighters. Okay, Night Elf goes for master training on his druids, just for HP, because you really can't use Cyclone against an undead for as long as undead got at least one statue remaining, because it's a destroyer, and if you use Cyclone, it's well worth to raise this destroyer because it's 200 mana. Because he'll get himself level 3 attack, his armor is at level 2, but he is already researching his ultimate armor. And Undead is making meat wagons. Yeah, he is going into 100 with meat wagons. That's usual, that's completely normal. Meat wagons are able to deal with mountain giants eventually. Yes, they deal less damage, they do not deal a lot of damage, but mountain giants are not the quickest units in the game. And at the same time, mountain giants are very large, and the fact that meat wagons deal relatively big chunk of damage in one hit also matters a lot against mountain giants, and of course meat wagons deal a ton of damage to druids. They just obliterate druids and druids of the talon, but druids will be in the air, I believe. Doesn't doesn't Undead even have web? Did he see a single druid? No, he doesn't have web. That this fight can be potentially disastrous for him. Because 6 crows against an undead without web will bite at least 2 novas, will bite at least 2 coils, and will likely kill at least 1 destroyer. And that's a lot. And of course, Finns do absolutely nothing against crows when they got no web. And it's a time to fight because the tree should be walking towards this central expansion already. Tree of Eternity. And that is entangling this expansion by himself. I mean, he's not so much entangling it as corrupting it, but it's the same thing generally. Domination will be fine. These droids will slowly take damage, and that is controlling the shop, and this Ancient of War will fall, which is not nice. And Night Elf has to send something. A single bear, a single mountain giant will do. Towards this expansion. Mountain Giant will just kill this expansion no matter how much mana that has. You should research web. You should start researching web right now. Yes, you've got no destroyers. You virtually have 0 destroyers. And all these crows are trying to be obnoxious. Naga is in trouble. Demon Hunter was saved. Was he saved? No, he died. Naga died. Naga died with stuff again. But at the same time, druids are dealing significant damage to statues, druids are dealing significant damage to meat wagons. They are destroying meat wagons and statues, to be honest. So it was a relatively equal fight in the end. Naga died. Naga died again, without anything to save her. Please buy the second stuff. I mean, getting the second stuff is so easy. It's so cheap. It's just 150 gold and it'll save one of your heroes, additional hero. And it's so good. And none that is controlling the gold mine, so I believe Life will lose this game. These druids are awesome, but Undead should research web right now. You just don't care about the web, right? Who needs his fins to be able to fight against 10 druids of the Talon when you can just do nothing about it? And that is killing Naga. While she's in the altar, but it's the same thing. Right now we've got a very strange Naga with 900 HP. No, it's 1k. No, with a little bit more and fortified armor, but it's still the same Naga. She'll be out quite soon. There should be Druids of the Talon should be in position already. Should be in position to attack these destroyers, to kill these destroyers. For some reason he's healing up the altar, which was a mistake. Naga gets burned. Naga of the Night Elf is out. A few druids will fall. Still no web? No. Who needs webs? Webs are for pussies. And Life decides to split his army and put his army into the very uncomfortable position, but at the same time druids can deal a ton of damage to destroyers this way, and just look at them go. And putting druids down on the ground was a mistake, was a quite significant mistake. Still, he got Cyclone already researched. He can deal damage to Leech, but all the druids are dying. There is at least one mid-wagon that obliterates Night Elf forces. Yeah, Life just didn't have the best fight of his game, of his life. Life didn't have the best time of the best fight of his life. Sorry, I'm such a potato. And he's out of units, and he'll be out of everything quite soon. And that's mostly due to decisions he made in this game again, so I really can't blame the race imbalance. That's not what happened here. Just putting these druids down just to cyclone the Death Knight was such a stupid mistake. Okay, that's over. I guess I'll stop streaming for today. Thanks for watching, whoever was watching for hell's sake. I am quite grateful that you were with me today. Have a nice day. I'll come back.